Hello everyone, today we're playing a little bit of Hogwarts Legacy. We're gonna try to find the first Daedalus key. There is no guarantee that will, but that's fine. This is the astronomy tower, by the way. Yes, we're going based on the quest. It's not going to guide you to every single one. Oh yeah, I forgot that this area right here is also something you unlock later. I only know because I've ran across it multiple times. Never unlocked it, but that symbol that popped up is there for a reason. Hello? I heard you.
A Daedalian key. I wonder where it might lead me.
I'm assuming this direction. Now there is one thing about the Daedalian keys that's really annoying. You'll want to find their cupboard first, usually. Otherwise you end up wondering which way it darted off to, because they move so darn quick. And that's no fun. Which in this case, it could only have moved in two different ways, and that was up or down. So you really just gotta figure it out, you know?
There's the cabinet. How do I get this key in there?
And smack.
Excellent. An old coin.
Now,
Perhaps Nellie knows what it means.
we can just allow the game to explain this, because I don't want to ruin the explanation. Problem is, I want to find more along the way, so I'm going to be taking the long route. Hello. Now, the easiest way to find them is literally just to listen out for the sound, and as you approach them, they'll go back towards their cabinet, and you just have to hope and pray you know which way that cabinet is. Because if you're not paying attention, then they'll easily outmaneuver you and you won't be able to find them. That being said, there is a cabinet somewhere around.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide.
You had me so confused for a moment. If I remember correctly, not there, but that is something later on if I remember correctly. Somewhere in this huge area, I remember there being a...
Trouble, are we? Been up to no good? Thought as much.
That dorky face. I guess I was wrong about that. Or a lot of them may not be activated until you get finished talking to her.
Hello, Nellie. I managed to get a Daedalian key into its lock.
Brilliant! What did you find in the cabinet?
A curious token of some sort.
Looks like some sort of house token. I bet it unlocks house chests. I call them house chests. I've seen the one in Gryffindor and heard they're also in the other common rooms as well. Keep an eye out. I do hope you continue on. For so much effort, the prize must be something grand.
I should see this through and find the Slytherin house chest.
I mean, the Slytherin house chest is something we've already seen. There's another key right around this area, so let's find it. Well then, I can't remember the exact location that the key was at, but it's somewhere around here, for sure. There's another one here. Wow. Was it up here for that one? I think it was somewhere up here. Potentially up in the staircase. No? Odd. They're all supposed to be within the same loading cell.
What ho? It is I, Sir Cadogan, slayer of wyvern of Wye.
Revelio.
That was worth a level up. I think until I get the token into the chest, I won't be able to get access to the other keys. Afterwards, I know you hear them all throughout the castle. And it's rather distracting, in all honesty. So, the plan is to find them as quickly as possible, because, let's be perfectly honest, I'm a completionist with these things. And I'm sure others will probably need the guidance on it. Although this is going to be very similar to the Stones of Baranzaya with Skyrim. To be perfectly honest, I am going the wrong direction. Ta-da!
Seems I'll need to find more house tokens if I'm to open this. Quite a few by the look of it.
If I remember correctly, it was 16 total. Got it. Well then, let's get started.
What are you up to now?
Wrong direction. Grand staircase, no. South wing, where are... I've never been to the hospital wing. Huh. Interesting. We'll go here and search for some because I know there are some there. Hopefully this doesn't take horrifically long. I know I'm not going to be able to get all of them in one go. It's probably going to take a few episodes for me to achieve each of them, but it's fine. I'd rather it just not take multiple episodes of me searching for them as well as trying to do main story things. That is where it would get very annoying. Now from Kirkley. No, not there. I know there's some in this area. A good few, in fact. But I can't remember every single one of them, so I'm just going to have to... I hear you. Where are you? I want to say in this direction. There's one.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Where did you go? Oh. A little late. There we go. Glad there's a little bit of leeway in that. Because if there was not, I'd be spending hours trying to get those. Just one or two of them, mind you. Now, what was the other? Oh, that's a doorway I've rarely gone through. Come on, open up. What? What is going on here? Pungent passage. I've never been through here.
Revelio.
Huh. That's an odd thing. Wow, I've never been here, even my previous time playing the game. Rather fun. It's a rather large map inside of
Lumos.
Hogwarts, so I'm glad I noticed that painting earlier. Okay.
Grubby little faces. I'll just die.
Revelio.
Oh,
142 staircases, and this is where they put.
cool. Let's see. I know there's more in this area. I just ran across them. And now I've lost complete track of where. Oh, what a conundrum. It's fine. Totally fine. We'll just focus on other locations then.
Revelio.
There's a key in there. Nice to know. I see you, pal. Okay. A little too eager. Ay, ay, ay. I really shouldn't be jumping the gun like that. It's not following the pattern. And I went from being way too early to slightly too late. Come on now. Thank you. It's 3. Let's see if we can find another. I know there was one nearby.
Keep on, young scholars.
Okay.
Revelio.
That seems to be below me. Let's double check though, it sounded very close. It's in that direction, so yes, definitely below.
Mayhap you scallywags are come to witness my power. I shall not disappoint.
Hold on. And we're back. It is a considerable time later. I apologize for that. But we're gonna finish this up. I just finished getting one of those. I just don't know where the others are. Let's see if we can find something up here. Oh. You don't have to groan like that at me. It's a little rude. Ooh. Found something more fun. 2 plus 3. We need to find 4, which will be... I'm assuming that's an owl perched on a branch. So we need to find 3 Hydra. Well, not a regular Hydra, but you get the... Ah! I wasn't even looking in that direction. Why would you do that? Oh yeah, this is that one that actually leads to a classroom.
Revelio.
Huh. I don't think the loot is preset, but I really have no clue. 6 plus 5, that's 11, which leaves with 6, so salamander. Okay. We need 1 for that, which would be unicorn. Fun. What's the next one?
Revelio.
Nothing else that way? Cool. So, 5 plus 6, 11, meaning I need 4, which would be the owl. 13 plus 0, meaning I need 5, which is that odd shaped thing with the frowny face. I feel like those are the most easy to do puzzles, but only if you know how to do them. And in all honesty, if you didn't stumble across this little spot right here, you would never know. Yeah. It's quite challenging. By the way, for those who are unaware, this game does trigger arachnophobia. There are giant spider enemies, and, well, you've been warned. But for those wondering, it's quite simple. Along the door, starting at the very bottom left, is 0, above it 1, and it continues with each one. The whole point is you find the symbols to add up to the number in the center. Usually there will be one number and one symbol already identified. You have to find the missing symbol to make the numbers correct as a total for the first equation and the second equation. So, for example, this one, I can't remember what it is, but let's say you've got a number of 10, and they already have the number 5 and the goat, which is right there above the unicorn. That leaves you with having to find number 3, which would be the 3-headed serpent right there above the goat for that equation. So this one being number 1, say, would be the 3-headed serpent. There you go. Now you guys don't have to worry about finding that, because good grief, it's a needle in a haystack, and you really only run across it if you know where it is. Moody chest, back off with your grunting and roaring and thumping. I don't care for it. But for those who are wondering,
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
okay, I get it. You contribute nothing right now. I'm sorry, but it is fact. Where I am currently is the divination classroom. You can set your marker towards the flue flame to reach that area. You go through this area, follow along, solve that puzzle, and there you go. A good bit of loot. Oh, that's where that was. Okay, cool. I don't need to go back up there. I do, however, need to find more keys. I've only got 3 of 16. I don't want to go on the bridge. I do, however, want to go find the keys that are in here. Well, that was a random sound to be making for a jump, but okay. I hear you.
It's a relief to finally have an answer as to why that portrait was empty.
I wish we didn't have to leave the gallery.
Got it. And that's 4 of 16. 1/4 the way there. I'm ready to be half the way there, though, because some of these are rather obscure. And if you just run around, you won't ever notice them.
Oh dear, I shall get in trouble for this.
Is everything all right?
Oh, hello. Thank you for asking. I'm Cressida, by the way, and I'm afraid everything's not all
Some
right.
of these names are rather
I may be in a
interesting.
spot of trouble with the librarian. You see, I'm fond of creating my own charms. Thought I'd perfected my light as a feather charm to use on my library books. My arms get so tired carrying them around all day. But I must have confused the Latin word for feather with bird in my incantation, because when I opened my bag just now in the library, they literally took flight.
That sounds brilliant, actually.
Thank you. Somehow I don't think the librarian will see it that way. I collect the books and remove the charm myself, except this isn't the first time one of my charms has threatened the peace of the library. Our meet told Madame Scribner they were my books flying around, so she said that if I caused her any more trouble, she'd write to my parents. Perhaps you could get them for me. There are only 5. She won't be suspicious of a new student looking around.
Why did Army tell Madam Scribner that they were your books?
Oh, to be perfectly honest, I don't think he meant any harm. I think he was impressed, bragging on my behalf. Amit spends a lot of time gazing at the stars, but he knows a good charm when he sees one.
I mean, don't we all?
I suppose I could help, if I have the time.
Doctrina
I'd very
Perpetua.
much
I
appreciate
wonder what
it.
that means.
One of the books is my diary. I'd rather it not fall into the wrong hands. If you could collect them and bring them to me, I can remove the charm.
Doctrina Perpetua. Those are going to confuse me. I can't really look them up at the moment, sadly. So... come on, let me in. Please.
I'm going to have to use Accio to get to those books. Got it. Only 4 more to go. Accio!
We've got 2. Hello. Thank you for the goodies. I kind of want to read the diary now. You can't blame me, per se. Come on, book.
Accio!
There's...
This must be Cressida's diary.
oh.
I'd want this back too if I were her.
Look, nothing beats a good meat pie. I'm sorry, it's just the way it is. And I'm not a fan of fish, so... off you go. That's another one down. Next few books should be upstairs. Here, bookie, bookie, bookie. Where are you? There's one. I have a feeling that the last one's going to be a challenge. Odd. I should have ran into it. There you are.
I tried my mother once.
I just saw it.
Accio! That's the last book. Now to take them back to Cressida.
That seriously is an interesting name. Makes me think of a moon.
Hello, Cressida. I collected your books, including your diary.
Oh, what a relief. Thank you. I'll happily take the heavy lot off your hands now.
Here you are.
Well, lesson learned. I certainly won't be practicing any charms in the library again anytime soon. Now, to work out where I went wrong. Perhaps I should start brushing up on my Latin. Thank goodness some people are trustworthy. Certainly wouldn't want anyone but me reading my diary.
It literally popped up in my face. I wanted to, but you know, even if I wanted to not, it kind of popped up in my face,
to finally
making
have
that
an
a
answer as to
challenge.
why that portrait was empty.
Anyway, I think that's gonna do it for this episode. I hope you all enjoyed watching, and have a wonderful day. Until next time, everyone.